Hi there, I'm Victoria Gallagher from hiptalk.com and welcome to my YouTube channel. Before we get started, I just want to mention that if you are interested in learning self-hypnosis, then go to my website and sign up for my free self-hypnosis video training course. It doesn't cost you anything. Just type in your email address and your name and you'll get 8 steps over the next 8 days that will help you to change your life through the power of self-hypnosis. Also, you're going to want to subscribe to my channel so that you can get notified as I do come out with videos quite frequently, and you want to know when those are coming out. So I typically like to talk about all things hypnosis and all things law of attraction and how the two of those work together with the power of your mind, which, by the way, is another resource, free resource that you can get access to now. And it's called the Power of Your Mind podcast, and that's available right now on iTunes. So when I'm on the podcast, tell people to come and check out my YouTube channel. So anyway, that's a new thing, and that's packed with all kinds of wonderful tips and tricks and how to make this, work with your subconscious mind, work with law of attraction, and work on making your life work better in the way that you want it to work. So today we're talking about law of attraction, and we're talking about 3 tips that you can use to help make it work a little bit better for you. So the first tip is to have clarity. You gotta know what you want. You gotta define exactly what it is that you're striving for. And one of the problems that people have, the challenges that people have when it comes to this, is most people don't really know what they want. And so one of the ways that you can kind of get in touch with what it is that you do want is notice all the things that you say that you don't want. And, if you are single, or if you're struggling financially, or if you're not happy in the job, it's so much easier to talk about what it is that is going wrong in your life. We're just programmed this way, and it's a good idea to try to get out of that program and get out of that negative thinking, because when we're in that negative thinking, guess what? We're just creating more of what we're thinking about. So we want to get into the habit of thinking about what we do want. So notice what it is that you're telling yourself that you don't want, and then turn that around and get very clear about what it is that you do want. One of the things I'll add to that about the getting clear about what you want is a lot of people are very wishy-washy. Like, let's just say relationships, for example. You get into the dating field and you struggle with dating, and so you say, I don't want to be in a relationship. Well, you really do want to be in a relationship. Otherwise, you were not wouldn't have been trying to go out and date. So you gotta stay consistent with that clarity. You gotta say that, you gotta be honest with yourself. You might get frustrated because you haven't gotten the thing that you do want yet, but by kind of going back and forth with yourself, or maybe you're struggling in business, maybe you're struggling with your career, and you think that you want to do this thing, but then you tell yourself you want to do this other thing, and you just kind of keep going back and forth about it. Maybe you want to have your body be in a particular kind of shape, but you're not willing to do what it takes to make that happen, and so you just say, I don't really care. I don't really need a fit body. I don't need to be, in shape and all of that. So, it's going to take a little bit of work on your part, and the more you can be consistent and clear with yourself, the easier of a time you're going to have manifesting it. Now, once you're clear about what you want, my second tip is to write it down. There is a lot of power in writing it down. And one of the things that I like to do, and a tip that I would like to share with you, is to take 10 minutes, 5 minutes every morning and write your vision about that thing. Even if it sounds like the same thing over and over, which it's not, because you're going to stimulate the creativity, you're going to stimulate your mind, and you're going to be thinking in new ways about this thing, and it's just going to kind of get deeper and juicier and better all the time. So the more you write it down, the more concrete and real it becomes. And your subconscious mind, the more you write it down, it's like an automatic writing. It's like a hypnosis that you're putting yourself into as you go into your vision and tell yourself all about your wonderful future of you having this specific thing that you want. And then finally, the third tip that I'm going to give you is gratitude. And this can also fall into the category of writing. You may want to take 5 minutes and think up 5 or 10 different things about that particular thing that you're grateful for. So be very specific, clear, concise with yourself. Get that clarity about what you want. You can figure that out pretty easily by figuring out what you don't want. What's the opposite of that? Having what you want. And then writing it down, getting very clear, making a goal, and writing your vision about that, so you're really, really getting clear, not being all over the place either. If you're working on manifesting this one thing, stick with that one thing, because if you are trying to manifest too many things at the same time, it just kind of weakens your ability to really manifest. You want to put all your focus and all your energy on that one thing. Let that thing manifest and then work on the next thing. So prioritize what it is that you want to create. And then finally, the gratitude. And the gratitude is just really you feeling good, you raising your vibration, you really stimulating the subconscious mind with the message that you already know that this thing is happening. It's already happened in the future. You just haven't gotten to that point in time yet where it's there. And you got to be patient. I'm going to just throw in my last little tip. It was 3 tips, but I'm just going to throw in, you got to be patient. Don't ever give up on your dream. You absolutely have the right to, and you deserve to have what you want. And I do talk about this on another video. But you don't confuse being clear with being attached. You want to be clear, but you also want to be able to stay in a high vibration. And don't worry about that it hasn't shown up now. That's the problem, is that people get so caught up in it hasn't shown up yet, so that's when they start to turn to fear and doubt. So don't worry about that. It hasn't happened yet because it's not time for it to happen yet, and it will happen once you get totally clear and you raise your vibration to the state that you need to be in order to manifest that. And if it's not there yet, you're not there yet. So when you're there, it will be there. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you got a lot out of this. And I'm Victoria Gallagher from hiptalk.com. Once again, be sure to subscribe to my channel, subscribe to my podcast, go to my website and get your free self-hypnosis video training course. Oh, and you can also you can actually do that at hiptalk.com, or you can do that at personalgrowthclub.com. So I look forward to speaking with you again soon. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye.